Hey, Zach Tyler here. This is video number 2 in my free course on how to build passive income streams using WordPress. To watch all of the training videos in the correct order, you can find all of them for free on my website at zylercade.com/free-training. Enjoy. Please note, some sections of the original course content have been modified or removed in order to make this content relevant and up to date for 2024. All right, one of the first and most important things you're going to need to do is to determine your niche. Now, you may already know what your niche is or what type of content you're going to create, but just in case for those of you who don't necessarily know what kind of content you want to create around, that is what we're going to cover now. So first, what is a niche? So a niche is a specialized segment of a market. And you have what's considered a main niche, and then you have sub-niches that fall underneath it. And sometimes you can even have sub-niches under sub-niches. So the deeper down you can go, the more sub-niche you can get, the better off you are because it means less competition. So what do I mean by a main niche versus a sub-niche? So on the screen here you can see, for example, I have two main niches. These are the two main niches that my company Apex House creates content around. So that is online entrepreneurship and personal development. Now, those two things are an extremely saturated market. So what you do is you go then into a subsection of those categories. So a few examples of the sub-niches of online entrepreneurship are things like web design, copywriting, social media, affiliate marketing, email marketing, lead generation, funnel creation, all of these different types of things that fall under online entrepreneurship. Same thing can be said about personal development. You have personal development as an overarching niche, but then you've got things like goal setting, habit formation, productivity, self-awareness, time management, focus skills, time blocking, things like that. So you want to go down as deep as you can. Using this graphic over here on the right, one of the big popular online niches is how to make money online. Just other sub-niche examples of that, and just shout out, I did get this from bloggerpassion.com. We've got YouTube marketing, online jobs, passive income, affiliate marketing, blogging, right? So all of these fall under the making money online niche, which is actually a subsection of the online entrepreneurship niche, right? So it would go online entrepreneurship, and then make money online, and then you've got like passive income, and then under passive income there is all of these different like blogging, affiliate marketing. What part of what you're doing right now falls under that content, right? Passive income along with copywriting and social media. All of these things combined fall under the online entrepreneurship niche. So how do you choose your niche? First thing you're going to want to do, what I suggest, is make a list of at least 20. It can be more if you want to. I mean, you can literally make a list of as many as you want to. But what are the things that you either love to do, that you have a passion for, that you already know how to do, or have curiosities about? So make a list, I'd say at least 20, right? And it can be anything. If you like to drink wine, if you like to watch movies, if you like to listen to music, if you like to garden, if you like to do web design, if you like to, do stuff with your pet, if you're a big pet person, if you do woodworking or you do arts and crafts at home, you're into entertainment or fashion or beauty, like whatever it is that you love to do. What kind of content do you take when you're sitting at home and you're scrolling through TikTok or you're scrolling through YouTube or Instagram? What kind of content makes you stop and look at it? That's the kind of stuff that you want to be thinking about when you're making your list. Once you have your list of, 20, 30, 40, however many things, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to look at that list, and you want to see which ones fall under what's called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Now, you can go ahead and Google this. I'm not going to go super in depth, but what Maslow's hierarchy of needs is, it's actually from the psychology world, psychology niche. And it's basically the 5 main elements that make up human existence. These are the 5 main topics that humans seek, that we as humans seek out in order to live, whatever kind of life we want to have. At the bottom, you have our physiological needs. So that is like the most important, the number one things we need, right? So air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, and sex. Those are our basic survival instinct needs, as our physiological needs. Next step after that is our safety needs. So whether it's your personal safety, your financial safety and security, so employment, resources, your health, so whether it's mental health, physical health, spiritual health, property, right? Your ownership, what you own, what you have from a tangible aspect, things of that nature. Next level above that, we have love and belonging. So that's your relationships, whether it's with your relationship with yourself or your relationship with whatever your spiritual beliefs are, your relationship with your friends and family, intimacy, family, that sense of connection that we have with other people, because we are social creatures. Next above that, we have your esteem, so your self-respect, your self-esteem, your status as you view yourself, recognition, strength, mental strength, your freedom to do whatever it is that you want from your life perspective. And then lastly, at the top of the pyramid, we have self-actualization. So that is what your desire to become the most that you can be. And it said that, so as you can see here, the needs lower down in the hierarchy must be satisfied first before individuals can attend to the needs higher up. So self-actualization and esteem, like the top two, they tend to be the last things that we pursue as humans. The very first things we pursue are at the very bottom. Once we've satisfied the bottom, then we move up, and then we move up, and we move up. So self-actualization is typically kind of like when we have everything else below, we've got our physiological, our safety, our love and belonging, our esteem, and all those are all at a good spot for us as we decide. That's when self-actualization becomes really an important thing for us. Like, hey, I have everything that I need, but what's my place in the world? Like, what am I doing? What am I, my legacy? Like the things that you think about, on a grander scale. So the four main things, though, on really any profitable online content falls under one of four categories. That's going to be health, wealth, love, and happiness. So you want to look at your list, and you want to circle all of the ones that satisfy one of those things. So as you're going down your list, ask, does this topic or does this item satisfy health, whether it's, again, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, right? Wealth, is it something that can either help you make more money or can help somebody else make more money if you can teach them about it? Love, so can it satisfy relationships in some way, shape, or form, whether that's, again, relationship with yourself, relationship with your friends, relationship with your spouse, relationship with your kids, and then happiness. Is this something that brings people happiness? Think about the person who's searching for that. If they're going online and they're searching for that topic, so if you put, we'll say baseball, if you put baseball or fishing, that's one of the things that you like to do, and you're looking at it, somebody who's going and searching for baseball or searching for fishing online, can that solve something for them? I would argue that it solves happiness, right? Somebody who's searching for information about fishing or about baseball, it's probably something that they're interested in from a happiness perspective. It's a pastime that they enjoy doing in their free time, and therefore it solves the happiness gap. So once you have gone through that list, circle all of the ones that can either fill a health, wealth, love, or happiness gap. And then that moves us down to number 3, which is, does it have an audience and can it be profitable? So out of the ones that you've circled, right, so now if any ones that you haven't circled, you can just kind of cross those out, get rid of those. But for the ones that you've circled, ask yourself these questions. Is there content online already that you consume? Or content that you know of, right? So again, just using the fishing example, or baseball, right? Or, fashion and beauty. Do you already see content online about it? If you do, that's a good sign. That means that people are making content about it, which means that it is probably profitable, and that also means there's an audience, right? Can you go onto YouTube and search for fishing? Yes. Can you go on TikTok and search for fishing? Yes, absolutely. And the other question you want to ask yourself is, are there products or services either that you have bought or that you have seen available online for other people to buy in that same niche? So out of all of those, you want to put a star or an asterisk next to the ones that are a yes to both of those questions. Now at this point, you may still have, 5, 10, 15 options that you're like, yeah, all of these meet all of those requirements. If that is the case, Now you're just going to pick your favorite one. Pick your favorite one or pick your favorite two. If you have two that are kind of like related to each other, maybe you can put both of them together. Quick note. If you have multiple hobbies, passions, or interests, you can use ChatGPT to ask for some strategic or fun ways to combine them into interesting online content or a unique personal brand. But the point is, you're going to pick one main or major niche, and then we're going to move into getting into the sub-niches of that main niche. Please excuse the quick interruption. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're finding this video helpful so far, please hit the like button and subscribe for more helpful content like this. And if you are enjoying this content, then you will love my free community. Lazy Worker University is a free membership-based community dedicated to helping you unlock your potential by teaching you various digital skills and passive income strategies. Some of the things that you'll find inside include monthly group coaching calls, comprehensive courses, community connections with other like-minded entrepreneurs, networking opportunities, and so much more. You can join for free by visiting zylercade.com/LWU or by using the link in the description below. Now, back to the training. Just to give you a list of what are considered the top 20 most profitable main niches on the internet right now. We have health and wellness, personal finance, technology, travel, personal development, food and cooking, beauty and fashion, parenting and family, home improvement, careers and business, health and fitness, or fitness and exercise, outdoors, hobbies, relationships and dating, pets, education, photography, arts and crafts, gaming, environmentalism, and then the music and entertainment industry. Now, looking at these 20, out of the niches that you have starred, now, if you're like, oh, I don't know which one to choose, look at this list of 20. If out of all of your starred niches that you selected, if you can take a few of them and submit, put them under any of these categories, that might help you further narrow down which one or which two or which three you want to focus on. Again, I recommend just starting with one until you get comfortable kind of going through this whole process. And then once you've gotten this whole process down, I promise you, you can do this out to your heart's content, and you can start building websites for every niche that you could ever possibly be interested in. And next thing you know, you'll have 10 different websites all about 10 different things, all, generating you income, which is great. That's exactly what we want to be happening. But if you can take one or two and see which of these main categories that they fall under, then definitely pick one or two of those. Key thing here is that these are the main niches that are the most profitable, but we are actually not going to focus on the main niche to start. We actually want to focus on what's called the sub-niches. The sub-niches, this is what we want to create content around. They are easier to rank for. When I say rank, that means get your website found on Google, and also your content on social media able to be found. It's much easier to rank for something like productivity or time management rather than personal development. Personal development is a very, very, very broad niche. There's a million different things that go under personal development, or online entrepreneurship, or entertainment, or photography, or any of these. Travel, right? Travel is a huge niche. Pets is a huge niche. So it's much harder if you're going to do a website and content all about pets, right? There's a million different kinds of pets, so that's going to be really hard to rank for. But instead of doing pets, if you were to do, say, exotic animals, or maybe saltwater aquariums, or, turtles, right? Or specifically dog training, or even more so, even sub-niche in that, you can do dog training, or you can do miniature dog training, because perhaps, training miniature dogs like Chihuahuas and Dachshunds and whatever the other small animals are. I don't know if this is true, but I kind of assume that the smaller dogs are harder to train than bigger dogs. So miniature dog training could be a great sub niche of the pet care industry. They're way easier to rank for, and typically people are more passionate about them, right? Now granted, yes, a dog lover probably just loves dogs in general, but typically a dog lover still has a favorite type of dog, and therefore if they're searching online for dogs, they're probably not just searching for dogs, they're searching specifically for, husky training, or Rottweiler training, or German Shepherd training, or, breed-specific dogs. They're often searching for specific subsections rather than the main niche themselves. So going back to the fishing example, typically people who are into fishing, they're into a specific type of fishing, whether that's ice fishing, deep sea fishing, pond fishing, and all of those different sub niches all have different types of rods that they use. They all use different types of bait. They all use different types of gear. There's different preparedness that goes into them, right? You're not going to use the same gear and equipment and whatever to go deep sea fishing as you are going ice fishing. There's a whole different world of ice fishing that goes into that. So if you are going to create about fishing, or if you want to, create something that's all about fishing, you want to focus on one of those subsections instead of like the overall fishing. Say again, personal development. Instead of focusing on the broad personal development, you want to focus on habits to do XYZ, productivity to do XYZ, time management for moms, time management for single parents, time management for parents who have toddlers, toddler parents, or time management for a 9-to-5er, right? There's all these different subsections that we want to focus on. And then you want to think about environments, results, methods, tools, limitations, right? So again, just kind of the examples I was just giving, not just personal development, but you want to focus on habits. And then not just habits, but habit development in specific environments, habit development looking for specific results, habit formation using specific methods, using specific tools, with specific limitations, right? So if one of your limitations is that you don't have Wi-Fi at home, right? You want to build an online business, and we're going to go through the online entrepreneurship niche for an example. If you're in this course and you want to build an online business, but you don't have Wi-Fi at home for whatever reason, right? That is an entire subsection of content that I can create to help people who don't have Wi-Fi at home still be able to do this process, right? So how they can, use public libraries and public Wi-Fi, how to secure their connections when they're in these public places so that they can still protect their data and their information and everything like that. So you want to be thinking as deep down as you can from a sub-niche perspective. And that just leads me to, so I did create a document that is going to be linked below, so check that out, or in the resources section up above, of the top 20 main niches with sub-niche category ideas. So if you need to get some additional ideas of you're like, hey, I have this main topic, this main idea, but I don't necessarily know what subtopics would work for that, definitely check out that document. I hope you found this video helpful and you're enjoying the rest of the course content. Links for all of the tools, platforms, and resources mentioned in this video can be found below. Additionally, if you have any questions or need further guidance, feel free to leave your questions or comments in the comment section or reach out in our free membership community. You can also find additional free training and other valuable resources at xylarcade.com. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.